Hi everyone and welcome back, and first of all let me wish you a happy 2014. Yes, this is our first video blog of the year and I was a little bit hesitant and did not know what really to present for this first video blog, so I went off to a Robertson wine shop in High Street, Kensington. It's a bit far away from here. I have to about travel an hour to get there, so it is a proper commitment, but the choice they have and the prices are always very good. It's really a shop I really like to go to. So I then didn't know if I want to go for New World, for Old World, white, red, sparkling, no idea. So I just went in there and looked. Couldn't find anything really interesting in Chile, Argentina, America. It's too expensive for what I wanted to look for. New Zealand, not really. Australia, there was a couple, but the price bracket got a bit too high. I looked in France, found a couple of nice things in France, but didn't want to go for French because I've done French the last video blog. So I said no French. Found some beautiful Spanish, which I will talk about in a couple of weeks' time, but I found a very interesting Italian. For those who do not know the winery, but this is the third sibling of the winery Tenuta San Guido. I'm sure everyone have heard of one of the most famous Italian wines called Sassicaia. Now this is the third in the family and it's called Le Difese 2011. It's an IGT. The interesting part of this wine is it's 70% Cabernet Sauvignon, 30% Sangiovese. French and Italy are going to work together. And then it's matured for 12 months in partially French and American oak. So the composition and the construction of this wine sounds very interesting. So here we have the Le Difese 2011 from Tenuta San Guido IGT, and if I just kind of swirl it around, the colors, it is a kind of a dark Burgundian cherry red, yeah, ruby cherry. It's not entirely ruby, but it's actually very beautiful presentation, very young, very livid, lots of energy. The only thing that I am a little bit worried about is the 14 degrees alcohol, and you know what I'm thinking about. I think we really seriously need to think about our percentage of alcohol in wines. I think certain wines at 14.5. I even had drunk wine that was 15. I think that's way too much. That's really becoming vulgar. So 14, you know, really. Anyway. Its brilliance, when you look at it, it seems being very good. Its transparency is absolutely brilliant. It's very good, it's very clean, very well represented. It's a beautiful representation. On the nose, I do get dark fruits, like a bit of some, there was definitely cherries and definitely black currants, a little bit of blackberry, but then I thought is that cassis butt. You know, the cassis bud, when it starts going, it has that very distinguished kind of almost fruity vegetable smell, which you could get, but and then a little bit, I didn't get it earlier on, but now I do get it, and it really comes and goes. It's a little bit of eucalyptus, tiny bit. And then you have black pepper. That's another thing that's kind of feels, but that's because of the oak. It has a certain punch, a certain power, soft tannins. Acidity in the fruits, actually very nice balanced. It has a medium long last. It gets a bit dry. You get your currants and your blackberries, but it's not overly heavy. I am not entirely convinced that the Cabernet Sauvignon and the Sangiovese work very well together. I think it lacks a little bit of roundness, and a bit of depth, and a bit of structure in the lines are not entirely clear. I think they could do a little bit more of an effort to get this wine better. 1995 at Robertson, I give this wine 16.5 out of 20. So there you go. This is our first video of the year, and started with a nice Italian, far from bad Italian. So as I said, 16.5 out of 20. The Le Difese 2011 Tenuta San Guido. So please, until next time, do drink responsibly. Ciao.